So one of the questions you'll be asked is just how many solutions does a system of equations have? And just to recap, a system of equations is when you have two or more equations. We usually have like two letters for two equations, three letters if there are three different letters if there's three equations. So we got a two equation system here. And what you could do is you could graph both lines, okay? Just winging it here. If you graph both lines like we did last week, where they cross is called the solution to the system. It's like something that satisfies both the top and the bottom equation. So we can find out without even graphing them how many solutions they're going to have, because look, they could cross. If they cross, they have just one solution. Or if they're parallel, like we learned last week, if they both have the same slope, they're never going to cross, right? Or they could be the same line. You could draw a second line on top of the other one. Then they have an infinite amount of solutions. So for this one, let's start putting this in slope-intercept form. I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. And then I'm going to divide everything by that negative 3. So we have now positive y because everything's being divided by negative 3. 15 divided by negative 3 makes negative 5. And then negative 3 divided by negative 3 makes positive 1. 1x. You can write 1x or just 1. So there, we got that one in slope-intercept form. This one down here, I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. So just watch out for your negative signs. It's still negative 5y equals negative 5x because I subtracted from both sides. You could have said negative 10 minus 5x. It's just as good. And then divide everything by negative 5. So that gives us y equals 1x plus 2. Now look, this has a slope of 1. This has a slope of 1, but their y-intercepts are different. So these two lines, one crosses at 2 and one crosses at negative 5, they're parallel because they have the same slope. So there are no solutions for this one. Okay, let's say you were doing an equation that looked like this. Instead of plus 2 down here is minus 5. Look, y equals 1x minus 5 is the same thing as y equals negative 5 plus 1x. Because you could switch up the order, right? You could rearrange this, just keep the sign in front of your number. So if you were to do that, then look at the same line. So this would have an infinite amount of solutions. And actually, I don't know, in my lab math, you might be able to plug in the infinity symbol, or there's probably an option you can check for an infinite amount of solutions.